What's your name? Nate Seat. What you do? Skeet skeet. How you do it? Bust a nut. Aim for a mouthpiece.
I don't approve of this. Where's this from?
Yeah. What's funny is I think it was back in the day. I thought I made this shit up, but for all the OGs that know that, it's a Seventh Floor Crew. It's their song. I think If Your Hoe Only Know.
Wait,
and
is this
one
an
of the
actual
characters,
group?
yeah, one of the guys' name I think is like, I don't know I can't remember what his name is, but that's his like rap in the song. I just changed it because Nate Seat works.
Oh.
But his is like, I think his name is like Big Beast or something.
Wait,
like,
this is an actual group?
Yeah, he's like, what's your name? Big Beast. What you do? Skeet skeet. How you do it? Bust a nut. Aim for a mouthpiece.
Jesus.
So I just switched it. I think it was me and my cousins back in the day. I was like at their place and.
Well, how long is this back in the day? Because you're kids.
No, we were like teenagers. I think I was like 16, 17.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so back in the day for us.
Do you know what bust a nut was back then?
Hell yeah.
To be very honest with you.
I knew from the song and like.
But you knew what bust a nut meant? Because I thought bust a nut was literally bust a nut.
Like nutcracker from Christmas?
I was thinking like almonds, crushing them and all
That's crazy. At 17?
Yeah. I swear to God.
We were innocent, bro.
Bro,
we were innocent. Which I was thinking about it. Like, because the guy I work with is like 19, so he graduated not that long ago. Mm-hmm. This man said he used to play, what was it, blackjack at school, and that's how he would make money to like buy lunch and stuff.
That's what the
wild, bro. I was like, you guys were playing blackjack in school?
You guys were gambling in school?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yo, times have changed.
Did we ever have a way to like get money at school?
Wow.
Did we ever bet?
I was gonna say I don't think we were really doing stuff like that. I was gonna say I remember when people used to like bet on playing like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what I mean, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic,
marbles.
Oh,
bro.
I remember that's why I said because I was telling him I was like I remember when marbles got banned, Pokemon cards got banned, Yu-Gi-Oh cards got banned.
For what reason? No, what was the reason?
Because there was fights. Because I think people were doing that. Like we weren't doing it for money. We said like okay. If we play, now you're gonna give me your cards, or like if I win, you give me your marbles. So then it started fights. So I think that's why they banned it. They banned rubber balls, those bouncy balls.
Yeah.
Because
why?
I think either people were starting to throw it at each other, or I don't even remember. Honestly, there was the wildest stuff.
Now
those shit were mad fun. Remember playing
the ball?
What's it called? Like
the one on the
asshole. When you're on the wall, you throw it on the wall, the tennis ball.
Yeah,
and you have to catch it. Yeah, you have to try to run touch the wall before the ball hits the wall. Yeah. And if you don't, you have to stand against the wall and get the ball whipped at you.
Yeah. And that didn't start a fight, but Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Pokemon cards would.
Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure like teachers and monitors, like hall monitors, wish that those games were still available.
Yeah, because now they're playing poker. Like these kids were playing poker for money.
Poker for money.
Yeah.
Like, what were the teachers not giving that?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
not giving that F.
And the fact that like even we already know this, right? Like you said, you were innocent. Like you didn't know what busting up meant.
Yeah.
Kids like in high school nowadays are doing more wild sexual stuff than some porn stars.
It's wild.
I'm just like, how is like yo?
It just keeps on going higher.
We started. I remember back in high school, we said we'll never yam poon.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna eat pussy.
Yeah, bro.
And now
it's not.
That's just
and
life.
Now it's just like yo. Back then, giving a nude pic was like
yeah.
Hell, I'm not showing anybody this.
Right? Yeah, this is mine. It's going in a folder.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
in my filing cabinet. We didn't even have no folders.
Yeah, you just did a filing cabinet, and you beat off to it for like the whole year. That one picture.
Like we said, your hidden stash of porn.
True. I never had a hidden stash since I have so many siblings.
Yeah, but also nowadays people don't need a hidden stash because they just have the internet.
Yeah. And that's true. It's crazy.
We had a hidden stash.
And now kids nowadays, I'm pretty sure.
Or just Playboy magazines.
I never.
You're just hiding that. I've never had one of those either. Because you also couldn't buy that at the store. You couldn't. They were not allowing you. You were not allowed to go near that magazine. Remember?
Yeah.
You as soon as you hey.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Kenny's that way.
Yeah. Get away from that section. Okay, like, bro, I saw a nipple. Yeah. I was wondering what it was.
Exactly. But now they're gone. Like the section, the porn store in my work.
Who needs a Playboy magazine when you have the internet?
Yeah, that's true. And not even like Twitter. Just get Twitter and.
Like even
everything is there.
Like slightly changing the subject, but still kind of on the same thing. Mm-hmm. I seen like a video of people were talking about like you probably had this. Mm-hmm. Like people had subscriptions to like gamer magazines that don't exist anymore because now you have the internet.
I had the one with PlayStation.
You had it?
I only had.
And that's how people found out about like new games coming out and stuff like that.
Because even though E3 was still there, it was only exclusive for like it was never live. I'm pretty sure it was never live. And also, when you do see those videos, it's from those magazines. Like, they'll tell you to go on their website and they'll show you from their website.
And they even have like digital magazines,
exactly.
So you don't need it.
Now you can just look on Twitter. Like, I was streaming, they were streaming like the Game Awards on Twitter. So, I was like, oh, okay. So they have like Twitter, YouTube, and their website.
Oh, we're old. All right, guys, we're gonna get into it. We went a little bit off with my little song at the beginning. That's what I used to go around saying that was my rap.
That's nasty.
But I took it from somebody else. I can admit that I just changed up my name.
That's crazy. No adults were around you? They're like, bust on that.
I was at my aunt's house, but I don't think she heard us.
Do you think she will know? You think she'll know what busting that means?
Back then, 100%.
You think so?
100.
No, I want to test this out.
I'm pretty sure that they would know that it's not something we should be saying. I'm pretty sure.
Who can I test this out on?
I don't know. But, all right, guys, we're going to do some kid savagery. I have a few. Actually, we can start with my own son. Mm. It happened right before I got here for recording. Mm. So, we're eating, and my wife, like, the other day, she did a workout with my son.
Okay.
And so he like started and she said, if you want to keep doing this, it will be good because it will also like keep mommy like accountable and like to do her workouts.
Okay.
And to like stay in shape. He's like, yeah, because last time you were in shape was like before COVID. She's like, oh. Yeah. Well, before your sister was born, mommy had a hard pregnancy and like stuff going on. He's like, yeah. So why are you not in shape anymore? He's like, exactly because.
Just to stop.
Yeah.
Were you there?
Exactly. No. Well, no. Yeah, I was there, but I didn't hear this conversation. But she just told me this today, and she's like, yeah, when's the last time you were in shape?
Oh, no.
And then said, yeah, why are you not in shape anymore? And then she said, well, mommy had a hard pregnancy and all that kind of stuff, and like there's different factors to it. And then he's like, I think he said something like, but that can't be the only reason. Like, yo, bro, kid savage,
you need to,
and this is
if
how
you were
we
there,
start.
you would be like, stop.
Yeah, yeah.
So, stop talking. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's how we started Kid Savagery, with my own child being savage like that. But let's get to this.
I got it from this guy. I promise you. Go ahead.
Yo, some of the things that they be saying, I was like, God dang, bro.
Bro, but that's how you were in high school.
That's
how you still are.
Yeah. Well, like
you're tame now. But like
well, now I think
unless they ask you.
Yeah,
like,
I'm old enough to like. Okay, now's not the time.
Yeah.
Whereas when I was in high school, it was always the time. People could always get this heat.
So maybe your son needs to just like learn how to.
Yeah, well, he's too young to realize, right? So
learn from you.
But I told him like, yo, you go say the wrong thing to somebody. I've already almost been in those situations too.
In high school? Or
even before high school, actually. I think I never told you the time that like back in the day, we used to always go to the basketball court.
Okay.
To like chill and like play basketball, and there was one guy that came. And I don't know if it was like when I was younger, either it's because like I thought that person was cool, so I thought pissing them off was like, I don't know what I was trying to do, but it's like maybe because I liked them or I thought they were cool, I wanted to annoy them.
Okay.
So I would annoy this man, and annoy this man to the point where he literally, like we were playing basketball, and then this guy's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna hurt you, stop. And I was like, you ain't really gonna do nothing, bro. Oh, God. And, like, I went in to the point where, like, the game stopped. He, like, slammed the ball down and, like, came up to me and, like, grabbed me. And I was like, maybe I took it too far. So, yeah. So there definitely was times. And then there was that time where I said, when I was actually an adult.
Okay.
And I saw, I don't know if it's because I have a uncle that has like a handicap that I get annoyed when I see people in like handicap spots.
Okay.
But I seen this man. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
you don't need it?
From my perspective, I see you walking away, but like I said, I don't know the whole story, right? It could be a family member he had, a child. But so I see this big guy in like a Ford F-150 huge truck go in, and I don't think he had the sign in his window either. So I see him parking the sign, get out, and he's this huge muscle guy, and he just walks away. So I was like, oh damn, you really look handicapped. And then he's like, what'd you say? And then even my wife was like, why would you say that? I was at the like zoo with my wife and my oldest when he was a baby.
Oldest?
Yeah.
Who told? Wait, my sister was there, right?
No, not this time. I don't think.
Someone told me before you told me.
Or maybe it was, or might have been my wife that told me because she like almost had to save me. Because this is what happened. So he went there. I was like, oh, you really look handicapped. He's like, what'd you say? And they started following us. But we were going upstairs to like the bathroom area because I think we had to change the Marcus.
Yeah.
So then we go up, and he's still following behind us. I didn't even realize. So then he gets like to the top area, and I guess Shanna saw that he was still behind us, so she passed DeMarcus to me. So then when I like turned around, I had a baby in my hand because he came up right to me, and I guess he was about to knock me out or try. But then when he saw I had a baby, he's like, "Watch your mouth" or something, and then walked off. And Shanna's like, "I think I just saved your life." I think it's very possible. Maybe he had like a child that had like a disability. But I was like, put the thing in your window because you're this huge guy and you're just going parking in the spot. I could have just also shut my mouth, right? But like, but I straight up said, "Oh, you really look handicapped."
Who knows, man? You might have messed them up. He's just muscles. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. But this
Was
guy,
he shorter or taller?
I think he was shorter, but he was actually huge.
Just hurt his knees.
Bust his kneecap.
Bust his kneecap.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
But yeah, so.
Oh,
so maybe it is my kids got it from me.
Oh, you think? You think?
But all right, guys, kid savagery today says, and I kind of got a lot that has to do with like this being off on your parents type thing, like about their appearance and things. So it says 10-year-old, grown-ups don't do anything that needs imagination. 7-year-old, mom plays shop with me. 10-year-old, that's just to keep you quiet. Damn, could be true. But damn, don't break your little 7-year-old sibling like that. It says my 6-year-old daughter just caught me getting out of the shower. This one is crazy.
Jeez.
So yeah, my 6-year-old daughter just caught me getting out of the shower. She says, it looks like a minion. Damn, bro. Ah. Damn is right.
I hope to God you forget this moment, child.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. All right. My 3-year-old son just sweetly grabbed my face, turned it to face him, and said, "Can I spit in your mouth?" It says, well, at least he asked first. That is crazy.
What is going on?
Can I spit in your mouth?
Jesus.
What was on the television when you were downstairs?
1,000%.
Yeah. Or maybe you was scrolling on the internet somehow.
Or maybe there were just like intrusive thoughts. Wild, but intrusive thoughts.
Very
indeed.
Intrusive thoughts. Spit in your mouth?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Inside? Like, you want me to sit there just so you can aim? Nah. And a 3-year-old spit?
It has everything.
Yeah.
It has everything.
That's that's a super vaccine right there. You're going to get that, and your body's going to go through changes. You got to get it. All right. 6-year-old. Are you having a baby? Me. No, never. 6. Did the doctor put something in your butt to make babies not come out again?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're in the room when you shouldn't be in the room. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. You're hearing too much things because put something in your butt to make the babies not come out anymore? Yeah. Me. It's okay. It was an accident. My 3-year-old. You're an accident, Mom. He says, yeah? Well, ditto. Damn. Ruin that child.
God damn.
Yeah, you're an accident?
Jeez.
Mom?
Why would that?
First of all, which my kids, like, they seem like they're trying to test me, and I'm not allowing it.
Oh, really?
Just for this exact, I told them, I don't care if you're 503. Mm-hmm. I will always be daddy. I'm not doing none of this father, none of this dad. It is daddy to you.
Okay.
And they keep like, but why? Why can't I just say, I was like, and literally if they call me dad, I will not answer them.
Good.
But so it's just like this. So you're 3 and you're going to tell me you're an accident dad or mom? Like, no. You better say you're an accident daddy. Because it will stop. It will lessen. But no, yeah.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, it's funny because they really, why can't I say dad? And literally they'll say, Dad, can I look at that?
How did this come up?
How did they come up that they want to say it? I don't know, because I guess
were they watching something?
They just get older, or maybe they hear their friends saying like mom and dad or father.
Well, you didn't mention it at first, or like did they say like, hey dad? And you're like, whoa, where's this coming from?
No, yeah. When they say it, I was like, who are you talking to? Oh, shit. And they're like, your name is Dad. I was like, no, my name is Daddy. That. Well, I will say too, talking about that, it's weird when I go to my daughter's daycare, which I understand they can't know every parent's name, but the instructors say like, call me Daddy.
Whoa.
Like, so it's wild. Instead of saying like, well, sometimes they'll say Naisha's daddy, hi Naisha's daddy or whatever, and but sometimes they'll say, Daddy, can you sign this? And I'm like, we gotta add the nation.
Yeah,
this is getting wild.
Hey yo, Were the kids around or not really?
Yeah, all the kids. I guess that's why they use those terms
You
because the kids
like,
around.
Mr. Collie.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
But no, yeah, Daddy, can you sign this? Like, can you say Naisha's Daddy? Because it's wild.
Nah.
Or learn my name or something. I don't know.
Do something. Not.
Yeah, the daddy is crazy sometimes. Because sometimes it'll be like, because most of them are women, right? They have like higher voices or like whatever. So sometimes it will sound like, wow. Oh, Daddy, you forgot to sign this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
yo.
like, hey, yo.
Yo.
There's people in the hallway.
Chill.
So yeah, 4-year-old. Mommy, you're just like a Disney movie. We should play pretend. Me, sure. Says 4-year-old. You can be the beast.
Damn.
Me. Yeah, said me, like she has no words. And then 4-year-old. Or the fat sea witch.
Okay, so what did I do to you?
Exactly,
what did I
bro.
do to you? Whoa.
The beast or the fat sea witch?
From The Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Ursula?
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
You're the fat sea
How
witch?
can you see me? But did he ask you kids that question yet?
No, I forgot.
You need to, bro.
I
You
forgot.
need to just be like, hey,
To
kids.
be honest, I'm kind of scared.
Just
After this?
let's play a game. Let's play a game, kids. How do you see me? What do you mean? Just anything that comes out of your mouth. I want that next week. I want that kid to
All
sound.
right, I'm scared. Jesus.
Oh shit! Golden Girls? No, not Golden Girls.
Because I think, my wife, we were talking about it. Because she was talking about the movie that you wanted to tell me about, and I find that woman looks scary. And she's like, you think?
Babygirl?
Yeah. She's like, you think Nicole Kidman?
Yeah.
She looks scary to me. She's like into that old lady, white lady stage of like scary.
Okay.
And my wife's like, you think she's scary? You see Goldie Hawn?
Oh, that's
And
her
then
name.
Goldie
I
Hawn.
was thinking like Golden Girls.
I shit you not.
That's plastic surgery.
No, yeah, but those eyes would give me nightmares. I'm gonna put this up on the screen, guys. I don't like old like white ladies with light eyes because it looks like she's looking into my soul.
Damn.
She's literally looking into my soul. I can't do that. I cannot do that. It's a scary thing.
Yeah, I think like Nicole.
And like
Kidman is
wrinkly and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. That's when she changed.
Yeah, the transition is crazy. So that was the last one. The fat sea witch, guys. Kid savagery for you for this week. Kid savagery.
Well, now we just talked about it. Let me just.
Oh yeah, we'll bring it up.
So like last week, I told you that I went to see a movie called Babygirl.
Yeah.
Bro.
Was it actually good?
It was amazing.
Oh yeah, I have the thing to talk about after. Like, let's
The
talk
thing,
about your
yeah?
thing. Yeah.
Okay, so the if you guys don't know, it's just about like I think I mentioned it in the last episode. CEO who meets like this intern, and basically they just start having an affair. But the affair is not like the traditional sense of like them meeting at a point and just having sex. It's more like they are performing certain acts that you would generally see within like BDSM.
Specifically.
Yeah, and it gets to the point where like, do you know what pet play is?
Well, I feel like I can
You think,
find
okay,
understand
like one person
what it
acts
is.
like you see it, yeah,
like
okay.
a dog or whatever.
I'm not going to spoil it for people, but you see that, and holy
It gets
crap.
wild.
It gets, bro. Let me tell you something. There's not even like certain shows that that focus on these kind of things depicted in such a like truth sense. You get me?
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I was like, holy crap. So I'm looking around, and there was this lady beside us, like heaving, like she was like she's, bro.
I was gonna say
it's crazy.
I want to talk about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me, or does it seem like is it BDSM is like it's like the whips and chains and every type of thing, right?
But yeah, verbally things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that is a very like majority women type of fetish. Like it seems like a lot of women seem to have that type of fetish. Or is it just me?
A form of it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A form of it, like in some way, like even if they don't necessarily talk about it, because like there's always these movies. And I was gonna say, I think what's called 50 Shades of Grey, like brought it out in some people. Like maybe that they didn't realize, but then they seen this movie and they're like, hey,
I get
that looks interesting.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like it's always like a topic of discussion when it comes to women about like certain things like that, like a fetish, like in that kind of like realm.
Yeah, and I think so also.
So I feel like there's something to it. Because like it's a lot of women seem like they're like, even though you would think with those type of things, it's like kind of like like not necessarily putting like a woman down, but like it's like a forceful type of thing, right? Like it's like kind of pain in a way, and like the way that we talk about like society, it seems like women wouldn't be for that, but it seems like behind closed doors, it's like the biggest like fetish, like in a way.
I'm not gonna, but okay. The thing is, I can only speak on my experiences, and I can tell you right now, bro. There are so many times. The thing that messed me up is like when I meet someone, I'm talking to them, we're having conversations. In the back of my mind, I'm never thinking of these things. Just the way they present themselves in public, I'm like, there's no way. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then behind closed doors.
But like, I'm pretty sure that if I ever tried something like similar to that on them, they'll be like, get away from me.
Choke me until I'm blue.
But then, but then,
crazy.
Suddenly what the hell is my bad? No, that's you.
That's me. Oh,
okay. Suddenly, what's it called? They asked me something, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
What is going on? And after
Put
they're like,
brakes.
it's in the back of my mind thinking about that, and I was like,
crazy,
bro. I have never. But so the funny thing is that I find that is a good thing that we have movies like Babygirl, because it shows like a healthier depiction of like the relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say this. It's not a spoiler, but after they do certain things, she cries, and he holds her, and like he comforts her, and that's a common thing that you see within like when things get really intense.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think that, oh, I can smack you up, I can say all these words to you, and I can. It sounds horrible.
Yeah, it sounds wild.
I can do all these things. We can partake in all these things, and once we're done, we can just go about it. But no, there's also that part where they need to be comforted and be like held and be like told like you're okay, everything's okay. This was just in the session, and I don't know. I feel like you should watch it.
But that's the thing. Also, like, wouldn't you say, at least from my opinion, I would think that doesn't like that to me would mean that they might not necessarily be into it as much as they think.
That's what you think, and I completely.
Or you think it's literally just a part of it.
It's a part of it. It's just that it's weird. It's honestly. I can't really give you a concrete definition. Even when I looked into it, a lot of people, like, the human mind is weird. Like, we like, some feet is supposed to be honestly disgusting, right? Yeah. Because it touches everything.
I know.
You step, I know. And the weird thing is that, I think it was Andrew Huberman, he was talking about it, and they do brain scans, and the part where we, like, in our brain that's, like, registers as, like, things that's disgusting, like,
it flares off. Registers, like, intrigue?
But no, the part that shows intrigue and the part that shows disgust simultaneously like
that's what I mean, yeah. Well, that's so like the same thing with what's called like people that do like those crazy stunts or parkour. It's like we like the excitement.
Mean, like on top of buildings?
Well, just like it's like the human being loves the excitement of like something that also scares them.
Yes.
Like scary stuff, even though it's scary, it brings you excitement. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what it is. It's like a little bit of both.
Yes.
But because I was gonna say, which my wife gets so annoyed at me with, freaking 50 Shades of Grey, shit annoys me in that movie. I don't think I even seen the full thing, but it annoyed me when he said he's this type of way, right? This is what he needs, and then she wanted to see what he needs, and then she got upset after he showed. I was like, he didn't want to do it, and then she's like, and then my wife was always like, but she didn't realize that that's what she needed, but she wanted to know. I was like, but you asked him to do it, and then you're gonna get mad at him.
That's another thing, man. People,
so, like, I just don't understand.
In general, I don't know what podcast I was listening to, but they were talking about like why do people like certain things, and the thing is, we can know what we like, but we don't necessarily know why we like it so much.
Yeah.
But we can sit down and really think about it and kind of get an idea. But how many of us really have the awareness to like sit down and be like, okay, why do for people who like feet, why do I like feet?
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to do. And like people like, like my wife and just other, not necessarily more like my wife, like for me with like gospel music. Okay. I don't understand why I like it, but I love that shit. Yeah. And then so one day I was actually trying to look into it. I was like, what about it do I like? Like what makes me so intrigued with gospel music? Because I'm not religious. I don't the lyrics do like I do listen to the lyrics, but it's not because it's like talking about God. Yeah, like it's just something about the music. And then I tried to look it up. And I was like, I told you about that riffing thing. Yeah. Gospel music, they do a lot of riffing, which is something that they do in R&B music. Okay. Which is like they're repeating the same word over and over, or like harmonizing your voices. So I was like, I think it's that I like about the music, because that's all they do in like gospel. That's what gospel music is, right? So I think that's like where like why I like it, because I like R&B music also, right? Okay, yeah. So that's what I was trying to. Fair, and then I remember when I said it to my wife, she's like, maybe you just like it. No, I was like, yeah, but why? That's why I'm curious of why I like it, because I don't understand.
See, that's the thing. You would go and you would be like, okay, why do I like?
Yeah, other people don't necessarily do that.
Other people don't want to do that, and he just so when he confronted by something that they thought they might like and they don't like it, and they get upset. Now they should ask themselves, okay, what exactly do I like, and at what point do I say that I don't like it? You know,
which,
she likes the guy.
You can't figure that out unless you do it, right?
Yeah, you have to put like an effort.
So. I was gonna say I don't know. We got not like too personal, but to be honest with you, I don't think I necessarily like the BDSM stuff. More for myself is I'm too nervous to like hurt somebody, even though they might like it, or like for me it's feeling like regardless, no, I don't like this because like it's too much, or like I'm scared that something will actually get hurt. So I'm like I actually don't like it.
I promise you, I feel the same way. I think the reason why I actually
I feel like I wouldn't necessarily do it properly because like I'm always going to be hesitant.
Yeah, I get. So the thing for me is like if I really like my partner and all that stuff, and I do want to please her,
you'd be willing to try it.
I'll do it for her.
Yeah, that's me. It's not something that you enjoy.
For me, it's just like, okay, I'm not going to show disgust when I do it, but if you're asking me if I want to do this every single time, not. It's only because I like you that I'm going to like do it for you. But don't think that like the pleasure part of my brain is like flaring up when I insult you, you know?
No, yeah, those was like for the insulting is crazy.
Okay, so yeah, the part in my mind does not for pleasure does not like flare up when I do the shit for her.
I fully understand that.
But like one thing, my first time, so I was seeing this girl like a while ago, and we were like doing shit, and it wasn't that like she was not, because I was like, yo, are you good? Everything's good, and our interactions, our sex was good.
Yeah.
But there was one time we were like, it was a late night call, and she was like, she was annoyed, and I was like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, are you afraid to call me a bitch? Straight up, and for me, I'm like, the fuck, like
weird ass thing to ask.
100%.
And also, like why would I want to do that?
Why would I call you like, you know? And the thing is, she's like, the reason why she wants it because like
it's like context matters.
Yeah.
Why don't you say, are you afraid to call me this during here, not just in general?
So and that turned into like a fight.
Of course.
Because I was like, what do you want? And that's when she was like, I like these things done. And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable calling you that. Because for me, it's like, if I insult you, it's like, especially if I call you a bitch, it's like, I'm burning the bridge. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Well, I would say, like, I can understand in the moment, but like I said, it would have to be like deep in the moment, and then still I might feel weird. But if that's like something you asked me beforehand, I'll try it. I'll probably be uncomfortable doing it. I was going to say, with the same thing how you were saying, like, I won't be turned on by this at all. So it will just be for you.
Yeah.
But if I can see that me doing that made you feel good, then that seeing that you feel good will turn me on. But still not the thing that I said.
True. Okay, I get what you mean. But the thing is, bro, imagine, because there are like two ways you can call a woman to be with.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you're doing it.
Multiple ways.
Well, I mean, like when you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
It's like you either doing it like you like this dick, you know, or like she wants me to like degrade her.
Okay, no, that's wild.
Yeah. That's the thing.
So
I'm like,
no.
I'm like, and she's like, no, I want you to do it. So I tried the first time, I completely failed.
Yeah, like her doing like something like, oh yes, and you're like, no, you shut up. No, that's crazy. Yeah,
exactly that's like that.
Wild.
She wants me to interrupt her.
No, and to me, that's interrupting like what we're doing. It's gonna turn me off completely.
It stops the flow. Yeah. So I don't know. It took some tries, but even to this day,
I was gonna say I feel like I'm trying. That was a bit wild thing. I was gonna say I think the only way that this could work
if you're angry
is no. I was gonna say if she has the thing in her mouth and then you say that thing and instantly as soon as you say that thing to her, she just puts it. Then I might forget about it.
Okay.
That's the only thing. But like, that will kill the moment for me if I had to say it like that. Which is a crazy thing. Pause that whole shit. What I just did.
Yeah. Well, so long as you didn't like do the hand motions, I think we can forgive you.
So I'm trying to think. That's the only scenario where I would be able to forget it in that exact moment.
Yeah.
Because then that thing that she just did will like probably send me into like a new realm.
It just.
But like other than that, that will turn me off completely. Especially because like you said, she just wants to be degraded. Like it's not even like in the heat of the moment. Because in the heat of the moment, like you said, there's a certain way you can say it. That kind of just goes with the flow.
Yeah.
But the straight up like,
I want you to interrupt me and do X, Y, Z. I'm like, bruh, you're asking me to be your enemy. Because we're going to be enemies at this point. And my dick is going to be flat.
Yeah, it's going to be confusing to me because this shit feels good, but you want me to be your enemy. My dick's going to be like, what is happening right now?
Yeah. So it's, Anyways,
So yeah,
Babygirl just does it in a better way where it just depicts in a healthier like fashion.
yeah.
But I
Which I
think
was
people
gonna
should
say,
check it out.
segue from that,
Go ahead.
which is like in the same thing, is I've been listening to a podcast, guys,
Mm-hmm.
called Other People's Lives. Honestly, I think you need to start. It's actually mad interesting. So
That's
they
for the
talk to
comedian,
people.
right? Well, you see a comedian?
Well, he's like internet like personality
Personality.
type of
Okay,
thing.
gotcha.
But yeah, so like they go and they talk to people or like go on like Craigslist and answer people's like Craigslist thing, ask if they can talk to them on the podcast about like whatever the thing is, either a fetish, a crazy story that happened to them type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
to understand like other people's lives like in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have interesting people that come on. One of them, talking about Babygirl, is a girl that was in a master slave relationship. And like exactly how you said, like how the movie depicts it in like a more respectful type of way.
Mm-hmm.
Their relationship is because, like she said, when they started, they were actually just dating,
Mm-hmm.
and so like there's that respect and love in the relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, they were open enough to talk to each other and be like, "This is something I think I enjoy, and I would like to try with you."
Who said that?
But I think it was her that started it,
Okay.
and I think he was interested in like in his, but he never brought it up, and then she brought it up to him, and then made him comfortable to be like, okay, yeah, it is something I've thought about, but I've been too nervous to actually try it. So then he tried it with her, and then realized, okay, it is something that he does like. So now they both continued it, but she said because they had that love and respect before,
Mm-hmm.
like it's not just like how we hear like other things. It's like straight up like he just destroys her,
Yeah.
and she just has to like do everything he says.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a respect where he'll be like, I want to try this,
Mm-hmm.
and they can do it, and if she's not comfortable, she'll say, no, I don't think I'm ready for this. And then they'll just stop.
Got
Because
it.
he doesn't get pleasure in her just being hurt. He gets pleasure in her enjoying what she's doing. So he wants her to do like what he says, but he wants her to enjoy it. So if she's
Okay.
not enjoying it,
Okay.
they won't do it, and he's not going to force it. She'll say, maybe one day we can get to that point, but let's stay here for now.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've grown like that. So it's just crazy because then after that,
Mm-hmm.
the people like interviewing them ask, okay, he's like, so give us like how it began and like how it is now.
I'm down to
Yeah,
know that.
yeah, I was mad interested. So she said like it would start like him like what's it called? Telling her that he wants her to like suck his dick, like any time of the day type of thing, and she will have to do it.
Oh.
But she likes doing that to give him pleasure, so like it was cool, so that she didn't mind doing that. But then she said she also has a collar.
Wait.
Yeah, she wears a collar. And like they said, okay, so is this like just like a collar that you would look at it and you'd be like, oh, it's just jewelry?
Yeah.
Or you look at it and no, you can see that. She's like, well, it's kind of more like a choker, which I think people wore those type of things, right? So like, if you don't know what it is, you're just gonna think it's an accessory. But the people that understand where like the relationship she's in, or just know about those type of relationships, are gonna know what it is
So she wears it in public
all the time.
all the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
and like
shit.
they said, so does it have like a thing to like attach a leash? She's like, well, you can get many different ones. The one that I have doesn't, but she's hoping to get one in the future because she does want to do that. Because sometimes she'll walk around the house like acting like a puppy or whatever type of thing. So like that's how it like began. But she wears this all the time, and even her like family is aware of this. So she wears it like at like family dinners and stuff.
Well.
Yeah. So then, like I said, it started with that, like the
Oh.
sucking like the dick whenever he asked type of thing and all that. So, and they're like, oh, you tried to sneak this shit in. So this is where it gets wild. She's like, and it's like moved on to like, I'll go to school with cum on his cum on my face. And they're like, pause. We're like, wait a second. That was a jump from that. And she's like, yeah. He's like, so like, do people know what this is? She's like, oh, of course. And she's like, I'll tell them if my boyfriend's cum. So just say school. She's like university student. We'll just clear that up right now. Like she's like an adult. She's just like, yeah. And she said like the program that she's in, it's like a close group like of people, like say maybe like a group of 10, 20 people. So everybody knows each other.
Her professor knows.
I don't know if her professionals, but like the people in her group, like in her like program know like what type of relationship he has. Mm-hmm. So like none of them are judging, which I've said, remember I've said this in the past, kids nowadays definitely seem to be more understanding than us. Because if we did this stuff in high school, we would have got
bullied
clowned.
Bullied to death.
But so I would respect the young kids for that. Everyone can do what they want, and like everyone's like understanding. Mm. But yeah, so she said she went to school with his cum on her face, and definitely not like one time thing. It's happened many times, obviously, because she said people have asked her what is that, and she just straight up said my boyfriend's cum, and she said she went home and told him, and it made him happy to know that she like straight up just told people, yeah, that's my boyfriend's coming.
You
That's
don't
what
see
he
these
wanted.
people, right?
Huh?
No, well, you listen to
No,
it.
yeah, it was just I would just listen to it, but even like they're just on the phone with these people, so you don't actually get to see.
So you never see
And even sometimes the people like they put like voice changers because the people don't want their voice to be unheard.
Okay, so
Because
it's
sometimes the
super
stories are
anonymous.
wild, yeah, or they
Damn,
use like what's called aliases because they don't want their actual name being out there.
Makes
But yeah,
sense.
so the jump from like she said it will go from like choking to, well, she said like it's also like a reward based system type thing. So he'll get what he wants,
Okay.
and then what she likes, which goes back to the BDSM, she likes being choked. So if she does what he says, then while they're doing stuff, he'll choke her, which is something that she wants. So she like gets a reward for doing what. So I was like, it's cool to see that there's actually like respect like that, and she can
Okay.
say like, no, this is my limit. I don't want to do it because like one of the other things that this guy said that he wants her to do is he wants her to put his cum in her food, and eat it in her food.
She's not down for that.
She's not down for that one.
Well, okay, so why is
Which
that?
that's what I was gonna say, which is crazy because like they also said on the podcast, I find eating it in food is less extreme than having it on your face
Yeah.
and going out in public. But
Same
for
here.
her, it's the other way around.
Does she
Eating
give a
it.
reason as to why? Like,
No, I don't think she. I guess she just. I don't know. She's just not a fan. I don't know. But like you said, like you could like not baking with it sounds crazy, but you could like put it in the food to the point where you don't actually necessarily taste it, but you know it's in there.
yeah,
Whereas this shit is on the side of your cheek,
yeah.
and people are seeing it. So how is that not more wild? And
I
like
would
also,
think, yeah.
there's a lot of people that swallow. So what's the difference? Now you get at least you get to mix it with some good lasagna or some like macaroni pie or something like that.
Yeah.
At least you have a flavor of food to mix in with it. So I don't know. This is just good. So I'm interested in this. Like I've already watched
You
like
finished
5
it?
episodes. That episode because they're like 30 minutes to an hour long.
Okay.
So that one I finished.
Mhm.
There was another one I saw or I listened to of the 500-pound man who has like an active sex life. He's gay. That was what he said. There's conventions.
That's wild. For
And
big people.
Well, for big like it's like I guess it's I don't know if it's yeah it's big people, but also like what they call them chubby chasers, is like people that are actually fit and like in shape that want to get with big people. So they go to the convention, and he said like there's lanyards. So like
What?
a lanyard is like the necklace with like the thing on it, like to show that you went to a convention. I think it's
Oh,
called
yeah,
a lanyard.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So he said they're like color coded. So
Meaning-
like green will be like you're down. You came to this convention and you're down to hook up like crazy. Yellow is you're in a relationship but you're still okay to hook up. And red is you're off the market.
You're just there to
So yeah,
observe?
you're just observe. And like he said, he's like, I don't understand. He's like, I'm in a couple right now, so I don't go to those because he's like, it's like a kid in a candy store. Crazy.
He's big.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
wild. There's conventions, and he said
Jeez.
there's like been at New York, in Vegas. He said Vegas was wild.
Of course, it's Vegas.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, it's Vegas.
But yeah, so the chubby chasers. That's what they're called. People that like overweight people, and like having sex with them.
That
So that's
convention
2
must
of those
smell,
episodes, bro. And there's there's like 7 years worth of episodes, and
Well-
I'm starting from the beginning because I am interested.
I'm like, all right,
That's
I'm
just
gonna
great. I don't know,
look into
doesn't it? Yeah, because those. It's not that I want to do these things, but
Mm-hmm.
these stories are interesting as hell. I seen another one. Listened to another one.
Mm-hmm.
A guy turned in his pedophile father at the age of 13.
That must have been heavy.
Heavy.
That must have been heavy.
What's crazy too is they were talking to him,
Uh-huh.
and they said, "So you said like when you were 13, like it must have been a while ago. How old are you now?" This guy said, "I'm 18."
That was 5 years ago.
5 years ago, and his dad went to prison for 4 years.
For 4 years. So the dad's
4 years.
out.
Yeah, that's what he said recently. Like when they were talking on the podcast, he's like he actually recently just got out,
So
and he was trying to contact his son.
and be like, yo, I'm gonna get you back.
No, just to like say like how's school been going and stuff like.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I don't
bro, because prison doesn't
Look,
treat
I don't know.
pedophiles.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I'm saying. But also, I don't know if necessarily maybe the father knows that his son is the one that did it. Because what happened? They said they did it like a catch a predator type thing.
Okay.
Because he saw like text messages. He went on like a trip with his father. Well, he said he already like he felt his father was weird, but it's still his father, right? So he
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. And his parents divorced when he was like 4, so he didn't always see his dad. He just saw him occasionally. And he said he went. His dad was a professor at a school, and like a volleyball coach or something like that. And so he went to the school one day, and he met a girl there, and he got her number. And then he went on this trip with his dad. It was like they wanted to go to different baseball stadiums.
Wait, the son got a number from the girl, or the dad got a number from the girl?
we gonna get there.
Oh shit.
So the son got the number from the girl when he went to the school of his dad's school. He met the girl. He was talking to her. He took her number. They're the same age, like 13-year-old kids. So he took her number. Just maybe I'll talk to her at some point. But they lived in different states because his dad was in a different state. So he went to that state and was just there. So then his dad said, "I want to go to different baseball stadiums, like around in the states. Like, take you on a trip." So it was like an 8-day trip that they were going to go on to. So he's like, "Okay, sounds interesting. I'm going to go." He's in the car with his dad. This is the story he says on the podcast. He's in the car with his dad and has like the screen, right, where you can see text messages pop up. So he's seeing text messages pop up from a number that he doesn't recognize, and they're wild text messages, like vulgar, crazy stuff. And he's like,
"The girl?
What the hell is between the girl and the father?" But so he didn't know because it's a number he doesn't recognize. But he said it kind of looks familiar. So he said he went into his phone and he looked up that girl's number and he saw it was the same number of the girl that he was gonna talk to, but he said he never actually talked to her. He got her number, like he talked to her that day, but never texted her really about it. But he saw that the numbers matched. While he's driving with his dad in the car, he's seeing like he said vulgar stuff. He's like, I don't remember exactly, but it was stuff that you should not be saying.
Did the girl know that she was talking to an older man, or like?
Yeah, because they like that's what they met in person. Like they did stuff.
That's a full.
Yeah, so that's why this guy's 13 in the car with his dad going on an 8-day trip, and this is the first day of the trip. So he was messed up, he said. He's like, he didn't know. He's like, it's my father's. Like, do I say something? I'm 13. Can I, like, what do I say? How do I go about this? So he said he was tripping for the whole trip. He was just losing his mind. He went into the bathroom when they had, like, a pit stop. He was puking. Okay, he didn't know what to do. He was scared. He was nervous. He didn't know what to go on. He said he didn't eat, like, the whole trip. He lost 10 pounds in 8 days.
That's wild.
Yeah, he was going crazy. And then he didn't know what to do. He didn't, like, confront his dad. He said he would, like, they'd go to, like, restaurants, meet up with people. His dad's, like, laughing, like, talking to people, and he's just like, he doesn't know what to do. Yeah.
Oh,
so then he went. He said the whole trip was over. He got back home with his mom, and right away he told his mom, and his mom said it's not the only reason why I divorced him, but it was something that she had suspicions of, but she never had proof. So now she has proof because she had he saw the text messages or whatever type thing. So then they set up a meeting with the police and told the father, texted as a girl and said, "Come meet us here," and they picked him up how to catch a predator. And then this guy went to prison, whatever. But he was writing letters to his son in prison, asking how school is. So that's why I don't know.
No, does the son care about the father?
No, this guy said he's evil, and I don't give a shit about him. Which is well, I don't know. It was weird for me because I fully agree. He is crazy, but the guy's also 18. So the way he was talking, he's nah, that's a sick, he's an evil person. Because even the people in the podcast asked, you don't think it maybe has to do with a mental health issue? He's like, no, I don't care. He's like, my father's just evil. I was like, well, teach their own, I guess. But he said that's not the first time he's been weird. He's seen weird things from his dad. Just as a kid, you don't fully think about it, right? But then when he saw that thing, it's crazy. I would say he's only 18 at that point when they were doing the interview. So it was only so yeah, these are crazy stories that they hear. And there's other stuff.
Okay, so actually, since we're talking about that, young people, I want to tell you something, okay? Because I saw some. Usually, let me give you the background. So you know how earlier in the podcast I was talking about porn and OnlyFans, and people should just do it if they're of age and all that. So I watched something this week, and it kind of messed me up, right? So you know who Sophie Rain is?
Negative.
Okay, so I only know about her
because
because
like a porn star. Sophia Rings?
Rains.
Oh.
Rains.
Nah, I don't think I know her.
Or is it Sophia or Sophie? I don't know. Anyways, I only know about her because Adam22 tweeted that if you guys, because she supposedly earned $43 million last year. She was 20. She's 20 years old.
Damn.
Right? From OnlyFans and all that stuff. Now the thing is, I read that, I was like, okay, whatever. It's an OnlyFans girl and all that. But what really messed me up was yesterday when shout out to Jamari, this guy from YouTube.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of him.
You heard, yeah, most likely, yeah. Okay, so he was covering some other lady who slept with 1,000 guys under 12.
Crazy! I saw that link.
Crazy. Anyways, but he was talking about Sophie Rain, and the thing was, there was a video of her when she was maybe 8 or 9, right? 8 or 9. This is 12 years
Scary.
ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and she was I think she was on her mom's lap, and the guy who was the cameraman was interviewing her and asked her what do you want to be when you grow up? And she's like, oh, I want to be an astronaut. And she said astronaut and a doctor. And everyone was like, oh, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And
She wants to explore those spaces.
Well, you know what? You can't be wrong because
she definitely did.
Now. Yeah, she definitely was fulfilled.
Also, sorry, before we continue, yo, is Adam 22
a freak? Yeah.
No, but I mean, is he like a porn star that started a podcast, or is he a guy that had a podcast and then went into porn?
I think he was a professional BMX athlete.
Okay.
Porn star. Then now has.
Okay. So the podcast is like the last step in his journey. Well, not the last step in his journey, but I just mean like he did stuff beforehand, porn, and now like podcast is something that he's doing.
And he's still doing porn.
Okay.
So.
But I mean, like he's been the porn star.
Yeah, he's been a porn star.
Honestly, I only know this guy from the podcast.
Yeah.
Like I was shocked when people said like he was a porn star.
I was like, wait, I have never met this dude. I've never seen
the fact that what you mean we never met him, but
never met him. But like I've never seen him and all that stuff. But like I was like, what the hell?
He's never been in our search.
Exactly. So but I would usually anyways, I'm not gonna tell you my point. I was about to, I was like, anyways, so the long story short is that I saw that video and I was like, yo, it is crazy. Because for me, I just felt like seeing this little girl doing this now.
Yeah.
And thinking like, oh, in 12 years, that's what happened. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened from like, you know what? I want to be a doctor to like getting out of high school because in the U.S. they're out of high school at 18.
Yeah.
Right. So like 18, what happened? Or junior high school, what happened for her to be like, I want to be from a doctor to like showing my cheeks?
Want to know what happened?
Don't say the internet.
No, I was gonna say the price of chicken. That's what happened. Groceries went up, and she's like, "Wait a second.
But
10 years of doctor is not cutting it. I need to make money now."
That's what she said. Yeah. I feel like the system. I honestly, when I'm thinking about everything, even Zara Dar, she was studying to be for a PhD, and she's like, "Yo," she broke it down. She would have only earned 1% of like what she's earning right now, and it would
after like 10, 15 years.
10 years. Yeah. She did a whole breakdown, bro.
On top of that, after that 10, 15 years, that 1% that she's making of compared to what she's making now would have to go towards all the debt that she accumulated for paying for school.
So she's not really going to see anything until she clears that debt.
Another, say, 10 years of working.
So she's going to be in her closer to 40s.
Now she's balling.
Now she made $1 million in less than a year from YouTube and OnlyFans alone.
And what's crazy too is if she really still has those aspirations to be a doctor, she can now take that money, invest it, go to school, use the profits from her investment, get her PhD, and still have money instead of being in debt. The way she was going to do it the other way. So it's crazy, but at the same time, is it crazy?
It is. It's sad though.
Yeah, it's sad. But that's
it's more sad than crazy.
That's what I mean. It's more like.
But the thing is like when you think about it, it's like, okay, does that mean that we have to make sure that every single person who enters like the medical field or is a lawyer or something makes as much money as OnlyFans? That doesn't make sense within the economy. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, what do they lose when they enter when they do OnlyFans? Because I do feel like you lose something. I don't care. Religious people might be like, you lose your spirit. But like, let's be honest. Like, it's not only integrity, but it's like there's something that you lose especially when that lady slept with.
I feel like what I was gonna say. I feel like it's self-respect, kind of. Yeah. Because like you said, the 1,000 dude. There's no way you respect yourself or love yourself to do that. Yeah. Because that's all. Like to me, that's all for clout. Because there's no reason to do that. No. Like there's no benefit to doing that.
Besides money,
yeah. But even then, you're a porn star, right? You can go probably make more money than you did for that one thing, like just shooting with one guy for the next week than doing you're ruining because I don't care what anybody says, your body is getting ruined.
100%.
There's no way you're going through 1,000 or 100 people in a day. Your body is not meant for that.
It's not.
And like we already know with the Lily Phillips thing, she was after 100, she was broken down.
Not
which makes sense. Yeah, no, mentally she was fragged up, bro.
Everything was just messed up. So there's another lady who did 1,000 people under 12 hours.
That's actually first of all
40 seconds each guy.
So that's like a pop in, pop out.
Pop in, pop out.
Which is even nastier.
So let me ask you
it's like you're a machine.
So exactly, it's like a production machine, right?
Yeah, what's enjoyable about that?
Nothing.
That's what I don't understand.
It's just
it's like you said, it's like just for clout.
For clout, that's what it is.
At least say I don't even know, bro. There's no reason to do that.
Besides just what's it called?
Fame or like you think it's fame.
We just tell people, yo, yeah.
I don't want to be famous for that, bro. I don't want to be famous for that. I slept with this person who slept with
999 other people. Like
yeah, and also like the freaking Lily Phillips one, there was a guy that was a virgin.
And you lose your virginity
I promise you, you best have been number one. Which I saw a part of the documentary. I know he wasn't number one. So you're gonna tell me you're first losing your virginity? Oh, people are gonna say it's cool to lose it to a porn star.
Do you think it's like
no? But you're number 50. So 49 other meats been up in there, and now this is your first time. You get to go on a sewage line? Nah.
Now imagine. So my thing is this. I was thinking because I was like, if I was one of those guys in the lineup waiting to like the thousands guys.
Yeah, don't talk to me, bro.
Like, what do? Do you pre-jerk off before
so that you're
in?
ready?
Because you can't get you're soft and
especially you're in a line of mad guys.
Yeah, people so it's like 40 seconds. So, 40
bro,
seconds.
Like, you play Fortnite last night, bro? Don't talk to me. I'm concentrating.
I'm trying to get myself hard amongst you guys. Like, but what?
Yeah, which is also weird.
And after like what? I hope they're wearing condoms. That takes time too, right?
Yeah.
So what do they do it?
Which I don't think I don't know if they were, right? Well,
what?
I don't think so.
What, for
because
Lily
also the Lily Phillips one. Because I guess maybe they did, but because they also did like they were supposed to do like the test, right? But because didn't they say you can still get an STD with a condom on?
Yes, but chances are lower. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, I don't. You know,
it's just messed up.
It feels like sewage, bro.
Just,
like it's
like
100 people. Like, bro, yo, it's stanky after a session.
Yeah.
Imagine you're 100, bro. If I'm in that line, this is what would piss me off. If I'm in this line, if I'm number 100, I had to wait this whole time. So part of me is like, I'm definitely doing this because I waited this long. But at the same time, I'm the last one to do this. I ain't doing this shit.
Nope.
But my stupid ass waited all this time. Like, it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Yuck, bro.
I don't want to be in the beginning, the middle, or the end. I don't want to be in that area.
I was going to say, if I was being part of that, I'm being first. Let me get it in and get it out and be on my way. Because then at least I was the first one. Okay. Everything's still nice and clean. Everything like, I don't care about what happens after.
I don't know about that, but you know. Okay,
but I understand. I'd rather be number 1 than number 100.
True. Because now, how can you concentrate with all the smell
and
the...
And that's what in the documentary, remember? The camera guy came in and gagged.
He was gagged.
Yuck.
Imagine that. How potent is the smell? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some conspiracy theories, right?
We're going to talk about this? It's going to take us some time, right?
So what do you want to do?
Well, we could talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
I was going to say, this is another one of those podcasts, the episodes of the podcast, guys, that I listen to the other people's live. They talked about flat earthers. And I don't know what I believe anymore. Because I definitely don't believe the earth is flat.
Okay.
But they're saying that there's not... But actually, I was going to say, I feel like it has been proven that the earth is round.
Yeah, it's a globe, yeah.
Yeah. But they're like, these people are talking about gravity doesn't exist. They were talking about space doesn't exist.
Were they saying were they saying science is a religion?
No. They were saying evolution doesn't exist. They were saying, how is it possible that I take a plane ride from here to China, and when I'm in the plane, everything is always level? I was like, I don't know if I can fully explain it, but I'm pretty sure that has to do with physics, bro.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. So, like, also, because you're saying if the earth was round, if you're in a plane and you're going from here to China, at some point you're going to have to, like, nosedive to keep yourself, like, keep the same altitude. But I was like, yo, but did anybody say that the world is 100 yards by 100 yards? It's so big that you're going straight for a long-ass time.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't just curve after an hour.
And even F1, not F1, you know those fire jets?
Yeah.
At some point in the atmosphere, they're able to see the curvature from afar.
Yeah.
So, but even with that, they believe that that's not even true.
He's also saying, he was saying that how could it be that we live on a sphere, but when you see a reflection in the water, it's always a perfect reflection. Okay, he said if it was a sphere, then some of the reflections would be distorted. Because it would be on. The man was talking so crazy, I was like, I don't even understand. Like, I'm confused now.
It's so dumb.
Because saying that space doesn't exist is wild. They said that the moon is like a projection from the government. Like, the government's a goddamn Batman.
And that's a funny thing. Like, ask them the question, do you think every government, all the governments in the globe...
every single, like, century...
No, but, like, think about this. Like, every government have they all have one meeting where they're all going to agree upon the time the sun and the moon shifts?
Yeah, but he was saying that he's like, how silly does this sound? That there's a sun that rotates around us to light the world. I was like, first of all, dumbass, I'm pretty sure we rotate around the sun. So wrong right there. And no gravity, which I actually looked it up. Supposedly, gravity has never been proven. It's still a theory, but they've done experiments to show like how gravity works.
And not only that, they probably implement it in their formulas, which further like proves that gravity is a thing.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But like
I
don't
get it.
Like even like the people, like the interview guy too in the podcast, he's like my question is like, does it really matter? Like he's like, I'm not saying that I believe that it's round or that it's flat, but he's like, whether it's round, flat, triangle, square, like how does that change my life? Like so why are we having like why are you so
what's
determined?
The crux of your argument? Yeah. And what did he say?
They were just saying that it's because, well, it's just because flat Earth has been proven, and like the spherical Earth hasn't been proven. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it has been proven.
It has been proven and has been disbanded.
And like you said, like how are you living in Australia and not upside down?
Oh, Jesus
I was like, but also, who says that you guys are on the top of the Earth? The shit rotates.
And the Earth's
so, like,
oh god, the gravitational pull.
It's it's hard to like. I was like, this shit is confusing me, bro.
No, but the thing is like there are so shout out to two people. Watch like Professor Dave on YouTube, and he has like videos upon videos, not only debunking but debating.
Well, I think I heard too that didn't they say something like Kyrie Irving also believes that the Earth is flat now too?
Don't tell me that.
I heard something about that. Like,
Kyrie. Don't do that.
Maybe it's not Kyrie. I want to like.
I hope God.
This is like what I think I heard on the internet. That a basketball player supposedly was like doing research, and now he also believes that the Earth is flat.
Oh, damn, man,
but that's what's crazy is they don't even fully believe that it's flat because at least from what I was talking, they think that east and west just doesn't end, but north and south does, and that we live in a realm.
The sad thing is that
the north and south, like the limits of north and south, is where like the realm like finishes, and then you can go to a new world.
Okay.
What's crazy is to me, space doesn't exist, right? Gravity doesn't exist, but we live in a realm can exist.
A new world,
and a new world. And he said that the high, like he said, I think 1,000 years ago when everything was manual, and so you needed like labor workers. So he said the people higher up in society found this edge, found where the realm ends, and didn't want to lose their slaves. So they made up all these conspiracies that the Earth is round. Which also, why is it that the flat Earth has an exit, but a round Earth doesn't? That's what they're saying. They're saying because with a round Earth, there's no exit.
What do you mean there's no exit? There's space, but you guys don't believe in space.
Space doesn't exist,
bro.
God. That's what I mean. Like, this shit was hurting my brain.
And also, listen to Birdman. He does a good job breaking these things down.
That it exists, that the Earth is flat?
No, that it's not flat.
Yeah.
And Jesus.
But they also say they said, which people think they're crazy when they say this, but they're like, what happens in Pac-Man? When you go from one side, you come back out the other. So they think if you go all the way to like the east, you'll just come back out the other side.
Does he not understand that Pac-Man is coding? It's just
do you not realize that it's a goddamn game?
That a person intentionally made sure that in order to continue the game.
Yeah, there's a formula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Let's imagine that. Formula means mathematics. What does mathematics do? Mathematics has an answer.
Yeah. It calculates stuff. It shows you stuff.
I don't know, bro. It's confusing the hell out of me. I was like, there can't be like these people are really this serious about this.
People are very serious. And you know what the funniest thing is? I'm pretty sure they're all getting them from the one same source. I think this guy's from France or he's from Europe. And like he just wrote this paper and that's where a lot of rappers who believe in flat earth theory, they follow that. Just a bunch of people. But that can honestly be debunked if you go to like the Arctic. Right, and you see like the sun, because they're saying like the sun rising and setting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They don't believe in that, and if we went to the edge of the earth, we'll realize that the sun doesn't do that.
That's another thing too. They were saying that if if the planet is round, why is the horizon always straight? That's what I mean. Like, do we have crazy vision that we can see that far?
Exactly.
It's because we can only see a certain distance.
Holy crap! It doesn't take like a genius.
That's what, I'm not trying to say that these flat earthers are.
No, they're done.
Well, maybe.
No,
I don't want to.
They're all of that. If you believe in all that stuff, then
this shit is like the guy in the podcast said. Like, why? Like, what does it change for you? And he said, well, it's just like, you've been lied to your whole life, so you want to know the truth. He said that because we've been lied to, and the planet is like round.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I can say is it's very interesting.
Before you,
So I've been trying to do this. I was
Yeah.
gonna say one last thing we can end it off with
Go ahead.
is a story that my wife said to me today, and I was dying.
Okay.
This woman went to get her nails done, right? So
Okay.
she's at the mall, and she said people like at the mall. There's people there like giving out stuff or trying to hand things out. So she
Okay.
got stopped by somebody,
Okay.
and they want to talk to her about the Lord.
Like
So
Jehovah's Witness?
she said she was stopped by the mercenaries to be talking about the Lord. I was like, no, you weren't. She's like, yes, I was. I was like, no, I promise you weren't. She's like, yes. She's like, they're probably Mormons, so that's why they're mercenaries. I was like, no. Mercenaries kill people for money. And then she looked at me. She's like,
missionary.
yeah. She's like, ah. She's like, I thought I was saying it in my head. She's like, I swear I thought I was saying it right. I was like, yeah, no. Missionaries, yes. Mercenaries is something completely different. And she just started dying of laughter. This girl said she got stopped by a mercenary to talk about the Lord.
Bam.
Yeah.
You want to learn about Jesus Christ?
You got like a point on your forehead.
Take a seat.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And she would like, she almost got annoyed with me. But she's like, yeah, I was stopped by like a mercenary. I was like, no, you weren't. And she's like, yes, I was. I was like, no, you were not. She's like, yeah, they're like Mormons or something. I was like, no, you were not.
Shoot.
I was like, mercenaries kill people for a living.
Yeah. Don't trust the Mormons.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Especially
she's
now.
like, yeah, oh no, yeah, missionaries.
Ah,
Bro,
jeez.
mercenaries?
Imagine.
Honestly, I
Where they
think
going?
that would be cooler to be stopped by a mercenary.
What the hell? But now,
Ask me a
war-torn
question.
country.
Like, hey, what's going on? Like compared to, do you want to talk about Jesus?
Yeah. Anyway.
So that's it, guys. My wife got stopped by a mercenary today.
Amazing way to end this.
Yo, I was in shock. I was like, no, you weren't. And she literally looked at me. Yes, I was. I was like, no, you were not.
Until she realizes.
Yeah,
Oh, my
until I
bad.
had to make her realize, and then she realized, and then we just started dying of laughter. This girl really said she got stopped by a mercenary. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that.
Make sure you
Like,
subscribe.
comment, and subscribe.
All that
For all
stuff.
those listeners, leave us a review. 5-star.
Yeah.
Would be very nice.
Spotify. You can
Anybody-
find us on iHeart and all that. So.
Sorry we didn't have an alien invasion. We talked about flat earthers. So
Yeah. That's what
maybe
you're
they didn't say space doesn't exist. So we can't have an alien invasion if space doesn't exist. Right?
Exactly. Just otherworldly
So,
monsters.
Yeah. All right,
Yes.
guys. Troublemakers be reasonable. You'll see.
Peace.
Peace.